Once again, this is Monty Henry, back at it again as usual. Just finished wiping down my car so I can concentrate on making this particular podcast for you guys, while at the same time doing a good job on my car. So it looks good. I think I'm ready for whatever happens. Even though the only thing I'm going to do today is I'm going to take a 5-mile walk. And that's my cardio for today, and I'll be getting some fresh air and some sunshine, and after the 5-mile walk, I'll be done. That'll be my chore or whatever for today, and then I'll come home and relax. I've been playing around with this iOS 12 update. Seems to be pretty neat. Lots of features, lots of bells and whistles. Just a bit of trivia or side note for you guys. Check it out and look at it if you have an iPhone or iPad or Mac, Book Air, whatever, and put that OS 12 on your devices as soon as possible. I think you're going to appreciate all of the new features and benefits. What else is going on? Let's see. A little bit of skirmishes going on in the South China Sea. I don't know what's going to become of that. Trump needs to really put a priority on that. I think the South China Sea, for those of you guys who don't know, China controls a vast amount of ocean space, if you will, out there in the China Sea. It's actually taking territory that's, seems like it belongs to other countries. A number of other countries are claiming portions of the China Sea, but it seems like whoever has the biggest stake, gets ownership. So, anyway, there's a number of other countries that are disputing China's taking over of that vast amount of ocean area. They're building fortified artificial reefs or islands, if you will, and they're putting military equipment, landing strips, anti-missile defense systems, you name it, out there. And that area is worth trillions of dollars in trade and resources from the ocean itself. So between allowing huge cargo ships to go in and out of that area, it's going to save a lot of money for those ships and such cargo that are going through that ocean waterways. It could save time and it's going to be producing a lot of money for someone, probably China. But United States is not really taking a stand and making sure that China understands that you can't just take the rights of the other countries to use that area as well. Anyway, that's in the China Sea, and we, it seems like we want to play a role, seems like we don't want to play a role. It's just a really weird situation as far as what the United States is doing, pretending like it wants to be involved and have a say-so, but at the same time not really doing anything. So anyway, we keep our eyes on that. El Stupido is creating a major embarrassment for the United States with the UN laughter situation, where Germany and other countries are laughing at him. I think you guys all know about that. Other than that, I don't know. Other than that, I think we should appreciate the good things that are going on. So don't take life for granted. Get out there, take a vacation. Treat yourself every once in a while to something. Heaven forbid, we should be we should be exposed to certain things like what's going on in Indonesia with the earthquakes and the tsunamis, or what's going on in the Philippines with typhoons and other things that are going on, even California wildfire victims. So anyway, count your blessings and do some things for yourself every once in a while. Treat yourself. I have some vacation trips planned the next 6-7 months myself. So anyway, moving right along. My name is Monty Henry, owner of DPO Surveillance Equipment. I run a full-service surveillance and security equipment company. We have lifetime guarantees and warranties on all the products. 24/7, 365 tech sales and customer support. We have the largest inventory of items that not only can you buy, but you can rent or you can lay away. We have a humongous video library. It's in our media center, if you will. That includes demonstration videos, that includes articles, that includes podcasts and blogs. We're covering everything, including surveillance and counter-surveillance, including anti-terrorist technology. You're going to find information on economics and finance, cybersecurity, Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, health and fitness, and a miscellaneous category for everything else. We do accept Bitcoin. We're big proponents of Bitcoin and blockchain. We've been eschewing the benefits of Bitcoin and blockchain and cryptocurrencies for 5 or 6 years now, at least. We're committed to getting the word out about Bitcoin and blockchain and what it has to offer. As a matter of fact, we're trying to warn people about the scam tactics and the manipulation and the outright financial oppression coming out of the finance industry. That includes credit card issuers such as MasterCard, Visa, American Express, Discover, and those guys, and Citibank, Wells Fargo, UBS, HSBC. All of these guys are taking advantage of the rules and regulations. They do tens of billions of dollars, if not hundreds of billions of dollars, and illicit money laundering, bribery, manipulation of LIBOR, manipulation of foreign exchange, currency rates, you name it, they've been involved with it. So we want to get away from that type of system where, you do the crimes first and then you just write off the cost of getting caught red-handed. When they get caught red-handed, they don't even admit guilt anymore. They just settle for a very small amount, and for some reason the stupid regulators accept these token payments and issue the slap on the wrist, and then those big banks and the big financial institutions and such, they just walk away laughing at us and at the regulators and everything else. So it's just a big joke, and the joke is on us. So get out of that system and make sure you understand what Bitcoin and blockchain represents. It represents transparency, accountability. It's peer-to-peer. We have a censorship-resistant protocol built in, which means that there is no way to discriminate between my funds and your funds and your transactions and my transaction. If I want to send you $1 billion and you're in Iran or you're in Africa or you're in South America, it doesn't matter. If you want to send me whatever amount, $100 million, doesn't make any difference what my last name is, what my religion is, what my affiliations are with this organization or that organization. Okay, you can't censor these transactions. Anyway, what else? The website is up and running. The business looks good. I think we're prepared for the next 5 or 10 years. We got tons of new products, tons of used products, all sorts of content. So we're prepped and we're ready. As soon as the economy turns around and people, if they ever get back to the point where they were, 10 years ago, 15 years ago, when we actually had a middle class and people actually had more discretionary income, and you didn't have all this flea market bargaining and hassling and penny pinching going on. So anyway, we look forward to that type of scenario. If it ever occurs again, that'll be nice. If it doesn't, then we'll just rely on Bitcoin and blockchain, and that'll be our sole means of taking care of business. Anyway, we got an article come out today. Well, the article didn't come out today. Actually, I've been saving it while I take care of some other things. But all of you know, and all of you are aware of this Kaepernick Nike situation. Colin Kaepernick is a football player. He decided to take a knee, which means that during the playing of the national anthem, he decided to not stand up. He had his beliefs, he had his rights, he had his own privileges, and he took advantage of that, and he kneeled down. And the football owners of the NFL, they decided to, they didn't like that, So they blacklisted him, and now he has a very, very tough time getting a job. Nike took it upon themselves to feature Colin Kaepernick along with Serena Williams and some others and ads, and did very well as a result of it. Let's check out the article and see what happened exactly. Nike says the Colin Kaepernick Just Do It campaign is driving traffic and engagement. Nike Incorporated took a risk by casting Colin Kaepernick in its latest Just Do It ad, and the company says it's paying off. On the fiscal first quarter earnings call late Tuesday, Nike chief executive Mark Parker said the ad, which also includes the tennis champ Serena Williams and skateboarder Lacey Baker, is inspiring people across the globe. Like many campaigns, it's driving a real uptick, I think, in traffic and engagement, but both socially as well as commercially, Parker said, according to a FactSet transcript. We've seen record engagement with the brand as part of the campaign, and our brand strength, as you well know, is a key dimension that contributes to the ongoing momentum that we're building across the Nike portfolio. Nike's decision to feature the former NFL quarterback in the latest ad was met with a stock price dip and backlash, including calls for a boycott. But the company quickly rebounded, with shares turning up and online sales jumping 31% from Sunday of Labor Day weekend to the following Tuesday. Nike's Kaepernick ad provides long-term gain after short-term pain. We feel actually very good and very proud of the work that we're doing with Just Do It, introducing Just Do It to the new generation of consumers of the 30th anniversary of the campaign, Parker said. We know it resonated actually quite strongly with consumers, obviously here in North America, but also around the world. The company also reported better than expected quarterly results. Earnings per share were 67 cents, beating the 63 cents per share FactSet consensus, and sales totaled $9.95 billion, ahead of the $9.93 billion FactSet guidance. Parker highlighted double-digit revenue growth internationally and 6% growth in North America, a region that had been challenged. Even before the earnings release, Nike was upgraded at Canaccord Genuity based on innovation, improved customer experience, and more controlled distribution of the company's iconic Jordan brand. After the results, analysts were largely bullish, focusing on details like the pipeline for new merchandise, which includes the Air Max 720 that Parker said had been engineered for maximum comfort, the opportunities in certain categories like women's, and growth in digital. While improvement in the footwear business continues to be the focus for many investors, up 10% in the first quarter of 19. Nike's apparel business is quietly posting impressive results, wrote Susquehanna Financial Group in a note. Analysts there rate Nike shares positive with a $100 price target. Still, shares closed down 1.3% on Wednesday. Analysts suggested a few reasons, among them share price acceleration over the past year, with the stock up 56% for the last 12 months, outpacing the Dow Jones Industrial Average, which was only up 0.40%, or up 18.4% for the period. Conservative guidance versus elevated expectations and challenges in North American fundamentals near term. We believe that the industry shift from performance to lifestyle has reduced barriers to entry, largely fashion, pop culture, price element versus innovation in the past, and elevated competition in the athletic space. As J.P. Morgan analysts, they estimate the luxury sneaker market at about $3 billion, for example. Parker talked about Nike's ability to create unique intersections between sport and lifestyle, with Serena Williams wearing gear that was designed through a collaboration with Virgil Abloh, the designer behind brands like Off-White and the artistic director of Louis Vuitton's menswear. Queen at Nike Women, at Nike Cord, Virgil Abloh. That's something Serena Williams tweeted out. Serena Williams, August 13, 2018, she tweeted out something. I'll include it with the article, you guys. As I've said before, it's not lifestyle versus performance or fashion versus sport, said Parker on the call. The consumer continues to be inspired by seeing those worlds come together. Analysts were largely bullish, with Baird raising its price target to 94 from 90 and maintaining its outperform rating. More broadly, Nike's pursuit of custom consumer experiences at scale could prove transformative over time, with Nike leveraging company-owned digital SNKRS, whatever that means, continue to roll out globally. New Nike Live Store, Nike app at retail expanding, and key global partners. Recent Jet.com pilot announcement, for instance, Jet.com is a partner. Nike Plus partnerships with Tmall, WeChat, supported by enhanced data capabilities, analysts wrote. Moving right along. This is interesting, you guys. And this is what happens when you get distracted by when a corporation is experiencing some issues, some troubles internally, and they get their public relations people to send a different message out there, and people focus on the distraction, the Colin Kaepernick and the Serena Williams and the skateboarder, whatever the distraction is. Consumers focus on that, and they forget about that there was an ongoing real issue prior to that, which of course is what they're trying to cover up. This is what you guys missed while you're trying to figure out whether or not to boycott or not buy 2 pairs of Nike brand shoes for some ridiculous amount, significantly overpriced. But this is what you missed out. This is why they created a distraction. March 16, 2018. 2 Nike executives leave amid complaints about work environment. 2 Nike executives have resigned in the midst of complaints about the work environment. Nike brand president Trevor Edwards and VP Jamie Martin resigned on Tuesday, the same day that Nike sent a company-wide email to employees addressing workplace conditions and how to evolve company culture. Nike said in a statement that there has been conduct inconsistent with Nike's core values and against our code of conduct. Martin, who was the vice president and general manager of global categories, joined Nike in 1997. Nike wouldn't comment on Martin's departure. He worked under Edwards. A Nike spokeswoman said there had been no direct allegations of misconduct against Edwards. They would not comment about direct complaints about Martin. Neither Martin nor Edwards immediately responded to requests for comment. Edwards joined Nike in 1992 and will retire in August. While he has immediately resigned his position, he will continue to serve as an advisor to CEO Mark Parker to help Nike through the transitional period. Nike also announced that Parker will stay on as chairman, president, and CEO beyond 2020. Parker thanked Edwards for his 25 years of work in a statement on Thursday. He has helped us grow and strengthen our brand on a global scale, Parker said. I am committed to stay in my role as chairman, president, and CEO beyond 2020. Trevor has decided to retire. We are fortunate to have a strong management team in place who is well suited to drive our next stage of growth and to steward and evolve our culture in the future. So that's about it for that article. I just want to say, look, you guys, don't be so gullible or naive when corporations are getting in trouble, like Uber, like Nike, like Tesla, wherever the company is. Try to pay attention to the main problem. The fundamentals of the company, unless they change, there is no problem with the company. Investors who actually speak with their wallets, they will have more faith in a company that knows how to deal with these issues and get past them, especially when you can create a distraction for the general public and consumers, and while at the same time correcting and fixing that problem, at least getting it behind you. The same with Elon Musk paying a pittance of a fine of $40 million, retaining his title as CEO, relinquishing the title of chairman is a token gesture. Okay, it's a joke. He's going to stay in control. He's going to continue to dictate what happens at Tesla. and basically nothing will change. In 3 years, he's going to go back into that role of chairman if he wants to. If not, he'll hire someone and put that person in that token seat while Elon maintains his ability to dictate what happens or doesn't happen at Tesla. But anyway, this is common across corporate America. You create a distraction when you have allegations of sexual misconduct, improprieties, whatever it is. You create some public relations distraction, and while at the same time giving yourself time to fix the problem. Investors care more about whether or not they're making money. If you're making a 56% annual return on your Nike stock, you're not going to abandon that company anytime soon, unless there's a real issue, and this wasn't a real issue. So anyway, lesson for today: don't be so distracted, don't be so gullible and naive. As I like to say at the conclusion of every podcast, you guys, stay safe out there and keep your eyes and ears open. And we'll talk later. Have a good day. Thank you. Take care, and bye.